I used Imperial Rome as the model for my legion precisely because it was so foreign, so alien. I'd seen what had become of the NCR's attempts to emulate the culture of pre-war America, the infighting, the corruption. Rome was a highly militarized autocracy that effectively integrated the foreign cultures it conquered. It dedicated its citizens to something higher than themselves, to the idea of Rome itself. In Rome, I found a template for a society equal to the challenges of the post-apocalyptic world, a society that could and would survive, a society that could prevent mankind from fracturing and destroying itself in this new world by establishing a new Pax Romana. It means a nationalist, imperialist, totalitarian, homogenous culture that obliterates the identity of every group it conquers. Long-term stability at all costs. The individual has no value beyond his utility to the state, whether as an instrument of war or production. No, I'll destroy it because it's inevitable that it be destroyed. It's Hegelian dialectics, not personal animosity. How do I put this basically enough? It's a philosophical theory, the kind you might encounter if you took time to read some books. The fundamental premise is to envision history as a sequence of dialectical conflicts. Each dialectic begins with a proposition, a thesis, which inherently contains or creates its opposite, an antithesis. Thesis and antithesis. The conflict is inevitable, but the resolution of the conflict yields something new, a synthesis, eliminating the flaws in each, leaving behind common elements and ideas. The bombs wiped the slate clean. Human civilization descended to a level of ignorance that effectively set our cultural progress back to zero. The NCR has all the problems of the ancient Roman Republic: extreme bureaucracy, corruption, extensive senatorial infighting. Just as with the ancient Republic, it is natural that a military force should conquer and transform the NCR into a military dictatorship. Thesis and antithesis. The Colorado River is my Rubicon. The NCR Council will be eradicated, but the new synthesis will change the Legion as well, from a basically nomadic army to a standing military force that protects its citizens and the power of its dictator. What else did you want to know? Do you want my opinion as a former citizen or future conqueror? Actually, my opinion's the same either way. As a young man, I was taught to venerate President Tandy of Shady Sands, the founding mother of the new California Republic. Did you know her presidency lasted 52 years? And that her father, Aradesh, was the Republic's first president? Does that sound like a democracy to you? Or a hereditary dictatorship? Because the council didn't dare oppose her. She was too popular. She had the people's love. So things ran smoothly, more or less. And as soon as she was gone, as soon as there really could be democracy, what happened then? Ever since losing its queen, the NCR has been weaker, more diffuse. Democracy has been its weakness, not its strength. Greed runs rampant. The government is corrupt, accepting bribes from Brahmin barons and landowners to the detriment of citizens. The NCR is a loose conglomerate of individuals looking out for themselves. It's lost virtue. No one cares about the collective, the greater good. It's not built to last. I'm just hastening the inevitable. Of course, the most powerful my legion has faced. Also the first to which I am ideologically opposed. Until now, every tribe I've conquered has been so backwards and stunted, enslavement has been a gift bestowed upon them. My conquest of the Mojave will be a glorious triumph, marking the transition of the Legion from a basically nomadic tribe to a genuine empire. Just as my namesake campaigned in Gaul before he crossed the Rubicon, so have I campaigned and will across the Colorado.
That was a bit of a quick little funny meme I did at the beginning, just so you have an idea what I mean when I say that. Yeah, having partisan politics in the game is awful, and I use Fallout New Vegas's Caesar's Legion. See, that's an excuse fact. It's a bit beat up. It's like 10 years old, as an example, where you can join a faction that's extensively evil, and you will have arguments as to why they're a good faction. It lets you join this despotic regime of slavers and marauders. They're effectively bandits they're effectively organised bandits, if I were to call them anything, organised raiders in Fallout. But now, whereas with Caves of with Cock, I'm just going to call it Cock from now on because I can't pronounce Quad, Quid. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't allow you to join the evil faction, and I know it's an early access like, oh, it could be added later, guys. Don't worry, you idiot. It could be added later. The devs have come out and said they're not going to add it because it. The quote is, "It doesn't make you look good." Because in the Discord server where they posted this, they said something along the lines of, "This is a faction that practices eugenics and are evil, and we don't want you to be joining them because it very much relates to today's politics." And that's sort of like where I dislike where like the idea that partisan politics should downplay a player choice in a game, especially ones with Caves of Quad, where it's advertised as being able to do anything and any way, be able to do anything and go anywhere. Well, you can't do anything, can you? Because you just you just said you can't join this faction of fucking nut jobs. Even though if you're playing an evil character, they might want to join this faction. And even then, now, I'm not saying this in my argument, but I've seen it be said in the Discord server I'm in. Not their one, my Discord server, the better Discord, join today, do your part. Where it said something along the lines of, can you really consider the mutants humans? Which is a pretty fucking good question, really, because they have, apparently, in the lore, they mutated far beyond being human. Like, they've been out in the wild for thousands of years and mutated and changed biologically. Which does really raise the question, are they human? So they're a faction that practices eugenics and murder against mutants. Can you necessarily call them human? Does a mutant get human rights? I'm not saying I believe that a mutant shouldn't have human rights. I believe mutants should have human rights, and now 100%. They, well, I guess you want to argue they're practicing eugenics against another sentient being, sure, I guess, but that's hardly pertained against today's issues. Well, left-wing issues where they consider man bad. I'm going to be trying to be careful so they don't smite me for talking bollock. But in general, I think that well, sorry, I have a bit of an itch. Ooh. Alright, where was I? Right, the idea that you can't join this faction because they're evil. Now, in this game you can't play as a pure strained human who came out of some ecodome or something. So a human now who lived his entire life inside this safe ecodome, going out and seeing these horrifically mutated creatures. Now, how would you react upon seeing this monster with 6 arms holding 6 axes, each one decapitating someone limb by limb? As an example to a playstyle, I thought thought I'd make myself look smart and make it look like I actually played the game and not just watch the Zeph Scenes review. But fucking, it's always left-wing developers, though, to be fair. It's never like moderate or right. Well, I suppose there are examples of it in right-wing propaganda games, but they don't really exist. They all get banned very quickly, and you have to go out your way to find them. But like, I do think there is a genuine issue amongst like the far radical left where they can't distinguish fiction from reality, where they think if a fictional group is bad and you play as fictional group, you're as bad as fictional group. It's weird. Like I honestly don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if someone saw the fact that I'm making a Hearts-Iron 4 mod where you can do awful shit as one of the countries, and accuse me of believing those awful things. So basically, yeah, don't have partisan politics in video games or entertainment. It's fucking cringe. Like, honest to God, it just not. Like, you shouldn't be restricting player freedom in a game like Gachi, what about Mario? You can't join the Goombas in Mario. That's that's an argument someone made. I shit you not. To which I responded, there's a distinct difference between Mario and Caves of Quad or Cock. Cock is a game that ad plays itself as a game you do wherever you want in, and join any faction. Like that's all like the idea, the vibe I get from Quad, Cock. Fallout New Vegas, another game as example where you can join any faction, do any evil. Like so, it's just strange. I honestly God don't understand this sort of mindset. Maybe you do understand this mindset and can enlighten me as to why joining an evil faction in a video game is evil in real life. But like, it's fucking stupid. Oh, that's it for the video. I thought something a bit easier today. Nothing as funny as yesterday, unfortunately.